Labour leaders are again pressing for answers from Mrs Thatcher about her son and his business affairs. Mark Thatcher left for America saying he'd done nothing wrong. The Oman University contract was, he said, just an excuse to get at my mother. But Peter Shaw, shadow leader of the Commons, said it was astonishing that Mrs Thatcher should leave it to her son to deal with the criticism. Mark may be naive, he said. She certainly is not. Jack Howarth, who played Albert Tatlock in Coronation Street, has died. He was 88. He'd been in the Granada TV series since it started in 1960. The 2000th episode of Coronation Street was made 4 years ago. Then Jack Howarth and Doris Speed, who plays Annie Walker, were asked how long they'd expected the street to last when they first joined.
13 weeks, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. 3 weeks originally.
13?
No, 3.
Well, I was told 13.
And the journalist and broadcaster Rennie Cutforth has died. He was 75. He was a regular contributor to television and national newspapers. And as a reporter for BBC Radio News, he'll probably be best remembered for his coverage of the Korean War. Hello Dandy returned home in triumph today. The Grand National winner went back to the Gordon Richards stables at Greystoke in Cumbria. It's not the first time the village has been able to toast a national winner. The 1978 winner, Lucius, was also from Greystoke. The jockey, Neil Doughty, joined Hello Dandy in the village for the celebrations, along with the horse's owner, Richard Shaw.
He looks a lot better than I feel. He looks absolutely fantastic, recovered very quickly, and looks like he could almost go round again.
Hello Dandy's only refusal of the weekend. He turned his nose up at the traditional pint of beer. And that's it for the moment. I'll be back with more news at 10:05.
Good evening to you. It's been more like the 1st of January than the 1st of April today in some parts of the country with snow showers around. And indeed it looks as if it's going to stay cold. This high pressure won't move very far and it'll continue to feed these northeasterly winds to many parts of the country. We can see the showers on the satellite picture. You can see them, some there over the highlands of Scotland, but moving further south, Ireland and northern England, not very many showers, but then the further south we come, so the heavier and more frequent those snow showers do become. So as far as tonight's concerned, we've obviously got those showers, as you've just seen, to contend with, most of them over England and Wales, but the ones that are filtering through to central and western parts will tend to die away. They'll keep going, though, in these eastern counties. So for many places, a dry, clear night, but a very cold night, a widespread and quite sharp frost. Tomorrow, a good deal of sunshine, I think, in most parts of the country. Indeed, many places will be dry, and with the wind somewhat lighter and that sunshine, I don't think it'll feel quite so cold. In this southeastern corner, though, there will still be some sleet and snow showers, and there that wind will still have quite a bite to it. Well, that's all. A very good evening to you.
Jean-Pierre Rive of France is one of the great characters of world rugby. Founder of the French Barbarians, Rive is a rugby cavalier, blonde hair streaming behind him as he throws himself into his game. A seasoned campaigner with the reputation of being a hard man, Rive is the most formidable of opponents.
I think anyone who plays flanker know that it is a very physical position and that you have to be able to take tackle as well as give them. Certainly, I think you tackle more than any other player. I personally believe that the only way to train for tackling is to tackle.
Jean-Pierre Rive in Focus on Rugby, one of Monday evening's programmes on BBC Wales.
The Money programme on BBC Two shortly reports on IBM's plans to dominate the microcomputer business and looks at how the property market could help to revive Britain's second most popular sport, greyhound racing. Here, Sarah Kennedy continues the series, offering advice on how to deal with attacks on our property, privacy and person. The subject of Streetwise this evening is rape. If you'd like further information, please ring either of these numbers, London 992-5522 or Glasgow 357-1774. Lines are now open and will remain open for the next 2 hours. For a free leaflet on protecting yourself from rape, send a large stamped addressed envelope to Streetwise, P.O. Box 7, London, W3 6XJ. In 35 minutes, there's the final episode of One by One, and it follows Songs of Praise, which this week comes from Kirby Lonsdale.
Hello, welcome. Now, I am a new boy to Songs of Praise, so I do hope that you'll bear with me. I particularly wanted to get involved with this programme because Kirby Lonsdale is very close to my heart. I live nearby, I used to teach not far away, and I have a lot of friends who live in this area. Now, you've already seen the church and the marketplace. Why don't you take a little stroll down Market Street and I'll join you. Firstly, let me tell you where Kirby Lonsdale actually is. If you know the Lake District, which is up on the northwest corner of England, then you came due south a bit and then into the east a bit. That's where Kirby Lonsdale lies. It's on the River Lune, Kirby Lonsdale, Church by Lunesdale. It's an old market town, founded in 1227, and talking of markets reminds me I must do some shopping. I want some tomatoes and some lemons. Morning. How are you? Not so bad. Can I have some tomatoes? Can I have 6 hard tomatoes? Hard ones, Maureen. The town is getting very excited at the prospect of Songs of Praise, and they're busy sprucing the place up. And they're, in a quiet and rather unobtrusive way, they're preparing the entrance to the church. Work began, actually, here at the Church of St Mary's in the year 1093, and it's here that tonight Christians from the entire area will gather for our Songs of Praise. Now, as today is Mothering Sunday, we have decided to break the starkness of Lent and decorate this church with flowers. And our first hymn is a celebration of motherhood. It's called Lord of Life and King of Glory, sung to the tune of Rugby.